that's not really a surprise, is it?
No, it's not a surprise, but clearly this means François Fillon has won that conservative primary. We have to be careful. It's only 2,000 out of 10,000 votes. But given the momentum he's had, given all the polls, given all the echoes we've been hearing all day, this is a clear-cut victory for François Fillon. Maybe the gap will be narrower, but now it's huge. It's basically 69.5% versus 30.5%. So clearly, François Fillon said he saw a wave emerging after round one. Well, this wave probably is pushing him towards being a very strong candidate for the next year's presidential election.
But we shouldn't forget, though, that he was actually, from the get-go, the outsider and has seen a meteoric surge in the polls. How do we account for that?
It's really unheard of. Basically, 3 weeks ago, a month ago, he was around 10, 12% in the polls, and he's really surged. In the last few days, the polls were showing that he was basically neck and neck with Alain Juppé, who was the clear favorite for months, even years, and the other favorite, Nicolas Sarkozy. But in the last week, he was able really to capitalize on the decline of one of his main rivals, Bruno Le Maire, but also mainly from the rejection of Nicolas Sarkozy, and probably from the realization by many voters that Alain Juppé was 71, that he was willing to ally himself with the center. And not to be forgotten, there was a quite nasty, ignominious was the word used by Alain Juppé, campaign against him, saying that he was the candidate of the Muslims. He was nicknamed Ali Juppé. No one really paid attention to this. But if you add all this together with François Fillon, who ran a clear campaign saying, okay, I'm not going to promise you honey and nice weather. It's going to be really, you're going to have to go through very hard times, but we have to really make France great again, and we have to do lots of sacrifice. And he was very honest in the way, and people liked this. And he was also able to garner the so-called Catholic vote, which people had forgotten about, but France may be a very secular country, but there's still a sizable Catholic vote, especially for a conservative party.